Michael Woods here for the Boxing Channel. We're in Madison Square Garden. That's Kathy Duva. She does not represent any of the people that were in the ring tonight, but she does represent a man who she believes is the #1 pound-for-pound boxer maybe on the planet. State your case, please, Ms. Duva, for why Sergey Kovalev is the #1 boxer on the planet, and two of the guys that we saw tonight, Gennady Golovkin and Chocolatito Gonzalez, are not.
Wow. I don't really want to be like tearing down anybody, especially after they had such a great night.
No, this is boxing. We never tear anyone down.
No, I will say this. They are terrific. Sergey's terrific. And it really, I think, depends on what your preference is. But Sergey has proved himself with a great former champion in Hopkins. He's proved himself with Jean Pascal. He went into all three of their hometowns to fight them: Cleverly's, Hopkins, and Pascal's hometowns to fight them.
Right, now we mentioned Cleverly because he looked so good yesterday. That's interesting how we reslot. Yeah, no, absolutely. Another good win for Kovalev.
Well, yeah, it made Sergey. I mean, you saw the guy. I mean, Fonfara, having to work so hard to take him out. Where Sergey, as someone pointed out, the referee was carrying Cleverly back to his corner in the third round because he was out on his feet. So, I think that's a nice measuring stick for Sergey. Look, Sergey's the first one to say he's not saying he's the greatest ever. We're not saying it. He wants to get in the ring and prove it, and we're working hard to make the fights so that when his career is over, it won't be a debate.
Okay, what happened? Did things collapse under gallons of vodka and negotiations in Russia? What happened in Russia, Kathy Duva? Give us the real deal. Holyfield, why is he not fighting in Russia, and instead why? I guess the next fight for Kovalev is in January?
Yeah. The plans for next year started to fall into place because we're working on some very big things. And in order to effectuate that plan, it would involve Sergey fighting 3 times next year, and the only way we were going to get that done was to have that first fight be early in the year. We cannot have a fight in November, at the end of November in Russia, and in January here, so we had to make a choice.
This makes sense. Now, please shed some light and clarify, what is this grand 3-fight plan? I guess many fans would want the first part of the plan to be Andre Ward, who has been somewhat hesitant to actually step into the ring. So I don't know how much hope should they hold out that Ward will step up to face Kovalev.
I don't believe he'll do it immediately, but we have still been having great talks, and they're moving forward, and our goal is at some point next year to have that happen.
Can you give us a little meat on those talks? You've been talking to Rock Nation, and where do we stand? Are you fully believe the fact that maybe by the middle or towards the latter half of next year, Ward will step up and fight Kovalev?
I do believe it's possible, yes.
Just possible?
There's so many things that have to happen for us to get there. They both need to fight a couple times. There's so many things. But possible is is the first step toward probable. We have to start somewhere.
I think I saw that on the internet somewhere in an Instagram post or something. You just made it up? Hurry up. Coin it. Trademark it. It's a good one. I can't remember it because it's late, what you said, but it was good. All right, so next fight, do we have a date, or is it just sometime in January for Kovalev?
I just sat down tonight with John Bedard and Pierre Duke from Interbox, so we're working on that. We're getting it together, and it looks like January, and we'll know more in a week or two.
That's Pascal, then?
What happened was we were trying to put together a deal where Pascal was going to fight Stevenson, and then the winner was going to fight Sergey. Right. And my friends from Interbox were trying to broker this, and they were they felt encouraged that they were going to be able to get it done, and apparently. They felt they came to terms with Yvonne Michel, and they felt very confident we were going to be able to do it. And that was another reason why we were kind of putting the brakes on with November. And let's see, for the greater good, the bigger plan, and let's have him available. And he came back tonight and just said, no, they ended up.
Who told you, Bedard?
Yeah, he said that they got the word today that it wasn't going to happen. So.
Blame goes to who?
Whoever Yvonne had to go to find out, to get a yes or no. I don't know.
Doesn't the aim ultimately go on the fighter, Stevenson?
One would think.
don't want to stir up the crap too much, but I want to get to the truth of the matter. So I guess we'll next ask Adonis what happened with that.
Yeah, I mean, we offered a 50-50 deal, considering that Sergey has 3 titles and he has 1. Sergey's moving up and growing. His ratings have been going down. His popularity has been sinking.
More than fair, you believe?
I think it's way more than fair. We started, 2 years ago where it was going to be 2/3, 1/3 in Adonis's favor. And now we're at 50-50, and that is not going to be on the table forever. So, we'll see what happens. Sergey and Pascal both have to move on, and they both preferred to go into this round robin, which would have been terrific, but Stevenson chose not to. So, you know what? They're warriors. They're going to get in the ring and fight each other again.
The best laid plans of mice and men. That's boxing for you and fighters. What are you going to be for Halloween?
Oh man, I haven't even thought about that yet. That's like weeks away. Where am I going to be? I'm going to be at the WBO conventions.
I'm going to be a bald.
Dressed up as a boxing promoter.
I'm going to be a bald boxing writer.
Okay, I'm going to be a boxing promoter.
We stink. We better come up with better ideas. We're terrible. It's late.
Yes, we are.
Kathy Duva, thanks for the time.
You're very welcome.
Mike Woods for the Boxing Channel signing off. Thanks for watching.